Alright, here we go. Welcome to today's video, everybody. On the day this is being recorded, it is Friday, April 11th, 2025. You already know what we're doing. You know what shirt I'm wearing. It is fish fry time. But unfortunately, this is the last one for the year. And I expect it to be all hell breaking loose. Okay, good, I got my keys. I want to make sure I grabbed my keys right before I walked out the door. Because, you know, Mom has to work. And she told me that to attempt to, oh, they cut that tree down, huh? Interesting. Looks so bare right there without that tree there. Oh yeah, Roblox. I forgot all about that. I just got a notification about Roblox, about a game I play from time to time. I mostly play with a Christian. It's Oath of Office. It's a political simulator. And they just added the Department of Health and Human Services. So yeah, someone can end up turning into Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Let's see here. Oh yeah, fish fry. I'm getting off topic here. So, for the last 6 weeks, the grand total number of orders that we have done is, as of right now, being just a little over 4 o'clock in the afternoon, is 1,238 orders, which is quite a lot, I have to admit. So however many we have tonight, we'll add on to it, and then we'll have our overall number. Let's see here. Part 4 of my Donkey Kong Country Let's Play came out today, which is the halfway point. Because prior to today, we already did 3. And coming up after this week, there'll be 3 more. So it's perfect for it being right in the middle. I mean, of course, the last one will be the shortest, because I think it's like 8 minutes. But, you know, it's just, you know, the end game going up against King K. Rool. Let's see here. I probably should have grabbed a warmer jacket. Because right now it's around 42 degrees. But, you know, I'm a man. I feel like I'm about to do the man's prayer from the Red Green Show. You know, I'm a man that I can change if I have to, I guess. That is the man's prayer. It's like a outdoor kind of show that me and Dad always watch a lot on TV when I was a kid. Now they are Canadian, yeah, it is a Canadian show, so while most Americans think of a Canadian shows like, Trailer Park Boys and Degrassi, the first one that comes to mind for me is The Red Green Show. So yeah, if anyone ever asks me, name a Canadian TV show that's exclusive only to Canada or best well known probably in Canada, I would say The Red Green Show. Even though the vast majority of the public will say either Trailer Park Boys and Degrassi. Now, Trailer Park Boys is where we get the iconic character of Bubbles. I've never seen it, but I just know of it because of him. And for Degrassi, well, that was the show that famous rapper Drake was in when he was like a teenager, when he was like 15. He was in Degrassi Next Generation. And he's like, what, like 40 now? So this must have been back when he was back in, like, I don't know, either the late 90s going into the early 2000s ish. Oh, there's a groundhog. Yeah, that was definitely a groundhog. So yeah, more than likely I'll probably do a video on the way back from back from the fish fry, but no guarantees on that, but that's what the plan is and what my idea is. But there's something I want to kind of mention to you guys. It's really been on my mind a lot lately. Earlier this year, I'm pretty sure we're well aware of this, Republican Congressman Andy Ogles of Tennessee introduced legislation saying that the president can serve no more than 3 terms. Bottom line, he wants to give Trump a 3rd term, which means that they would have to amend the current Constitution, which, give it another amendment for the first time since 1992. And by the way, that amendment first was proposed back in 1789. And I think in order to do that, they would have to repeal the 22nd Amendment, which clearly states that the president can only serve no more than 2 terms. Which, meaning that, a person can only be elected to the presidency twice. But if you have to serve as president for more than 2 years of someone else's presidential term, then you can only be elected to the presidency once. So yeah, they would have to probably repeal the 22nd Amendment just in order to have this amendment be passed and ratified. Because out of all 27 amendments, only one, the 18th Amendment, has been repealed by the 21st Amendment. And it's already complicated enough to get an amendment added to the Constitution. It's a hell of a process. And it's quite confusing too. Because either way, in some way, shape, or form, you need at least 2/3 of both houses of Congress to agree, which is 290 in the House and 67 in the Senate, at least bare minimum for to agree. And then you need 3/4 of the states, which I think is like 33 or 35. It's at least 30 states that have to agree. But the problem is with our current Congress, and in terms of our like of all the state legislatures, in terms of like the party that controls them, they're all more or less almost evenly split, although given the slight edge to the Republicans. You know what's also kind of ironic about it? Republicans came up with the 22nd Amendment to begin with. Because of FDR. Because, there was really no constitutional amendment saying that a president can serve more than 2 terms. The only reason that everyone before FDR served 2 terms is because Washington served 2 terms, and he set a precedent. I mean, sure, there were a few attempts from some previous former presidents to try to run for a 3rd term. Like, look at Teddy Roosevelt under the Bull Moose Party in 1912. Teddy Roosevelt effectively split the Republican votes, which led to a landslide victory for the Democrats and Woodrow Wilson. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if Congressman Ogles is being serious, or if it's just a joke, just to try to piss Democrats off, or if he's just doing it just to show his loyalty to President Trump, which could be that, or all the above, honestly. But all I'm going to say is that the reason why Washington only served 2 terms is because he believed that if you served more than 8 years, then you were definitely going to be seen as almost like a monarchical form, like a monarchical figure in a way, but in America. And then I think it was last month or something when I first heard about this, Trump is trying to make it, was I guess either as a joke or just being serious, on making a deal with His Majesty King Charles III that to have America be back in the British Empire, but in the British Commonwealth. Like, he wants America to rejoin the empire that we broke away from almost 2.5 centuries ago. That's what pissed me off the most. We left the British Empire because of unfair taxes. Keep in mind, taxes back then, and around 1775, were roughly around 4 or 5%. However, what baffles me even more is that in today's world, like, our government taxes us, the American people, roughly around 30%, which is annoying. But we're here. We're gonna get the last week underway, and I got my throat ready to be calling out numbers and all that, and yeah, we will see you later. Goodbye.